my homosexuals. I hope you are doing as amazingly as I'm doing. Come gather around. Live in the moment with me. Because, oh my God, I'm in it. You know, this part of my training that I've been doing where I'm not programming anything. I'm just doing what feels comfortable, doing what feels fun, not worrying about it for a little while just for the sake of my knee and my left pec getting back to normal has been revitalizing. It has been really nice to truly take a break from what I've been programming my lifts for 3 straight years now. It feels pretty damn good to take a second and just enjoy it for a minute. You know, there's been a lot of downs, there's been a lot of highs, but through it all, we're here. And I'm loving every second of it because that's what the commitment is. That's what the discipline and the passion means. You go through all this bullshit so that you can truly understand what it means to be grateful for your own efforts, you know, not just the lifts in the gym, whatever you're doing in your daily life that you truly care about, you know? So before I just absolutely rant your fucking head off, oh man, physically, I'm gonna have to give it a 9.8 on the dot. I almost said 5, but we're gonna leave it there just because my chest isn't healed yet. But that's fine, honestly. And not to mention, my chest has never felt better since the injury. So that's an up in its own. But the majority of what I want to really hone in on is I just, on a whim, I was like, you know what? I never do accessories. I never do power movements. It would be fun to try to feel out a heavy-ish single on a power clean and jerk just to see what felt nice. I overdid it a little bit on my quads yesterday when I did the super hard snatch and squats with just straight volume, just absolutely burning my core out. So I thought, let's just not focus on the squat today. Let's just focus on doing a real nice full body power explosive movement. Really test out where my strength has gone, you know? And oh my God, the excitement and the rejuvenation that you get from doing something that you did not expect. I say it all the time. You're going to have mostly good days where you hit what you wanted to hit. You may not have pushed the limits, but you didn't also regress in progress. You did good because you did what you were meant to do. And then there's the occasional bad day where you just accidentally fuck something up or you don't feel as good or it's just not working. And then there's the even more rare exceptional days like today where you crush what you thought before was impossible. Now, I'm not even exaggerating, even though I'm exaggerating. Like, I can't explain to you the pump that I get mentally from this kind of a day. Power cleaning and split jerking 3 plates, that was the old PR. And I've messed up my knee. I pulled my chest twice. I pulled my low back. And through all the bullshit, I was able to take hold of what I was grateful for and what I loved and what I wanted to do best in my daily life and truly commit to what makes me happy. And this shit makes me happy, God damn it. I wish more people would do it. You don't have to lift. I'm not talking about the gym. I'm talking about finding something to put your love and passion into, you know? But the hardest part is taking that first step to jump into something new every day, you know? The thing that I wish more people did was jump at more opportunities as often as possible for the sake of your own well-being mentally and physically. Man, it doesn't have to be the gym. It doesn't have to be work. It doesn't have to be any side hobbies, video games. I don't care. Anything, you know? I've been talking about going to child behavioral therapy for months now, and I'm finally, sooner than later, I'm very close to getting that chance to do that. I'm very excited. I got an opening in my schedule to where I can really hone in on it and work on it and get in, and I'm excited. But at the same time, it is terrifying to take that new step. Oh, it's one of those things where, like, I talked to a good buddy of mine this morning. He's in the same field as me, with psychology. And he's a year ahead of me. Makes sense that he's got a lot more on his plate, that he's got a lot of the things that he's thinking about that I haven't put any thought into. But dude, when he put that shit into retrospective, and not even retrospective, into perspective for me, so that I can understand like kind of what the process is like, I sat there and I'm like, I really don't know what I'm getting into. And not that it not that it pushes me away from what I'm excited to try out and what I'm passionate in, but I really realized that career-wise, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. And I kind of sat there for a couple hours this morning, really talking to myself, staring at a wall a little too long, just repeating to myself, like, was everything a mistake? You know, like, did I fuck up? Are the things that I'm passionate about truly what I love doing? I sat there for a solid hour contemplating on these videos. And, you know, yesterday's video did not go up because it truly would not download to my computer after the mental shit that I was putting myself through. But, you know, it was a big... I think I gave up a little early on trying to do it because I was beating myself up. You know, I was thinking of the negative what-ifs and being pessimistic as all hell, just dragging myself through the mud for virtually no reason other than my own, like, inner fear of my own future. And, dude, what am I always fucking telling you guys? You gotta be willing to jump at that next motherfucking step. You know, you gotta be able to leap at that shit and embrace it as just a new experience. Just to at least see what fun you could have, what enjoyment and passions you can put into it. Because that's what drives people. And I sat there the whole time thinking like, oh, well, I don't have a career planned out, and I don't know what every single step of my life is going to be. And then I sat there and I'm like, just like with the weights today and the past couple of months of going through these injuries and fully recovering, I sat there and really thought to myself, and I was like, am I really going to bring myself down over materialistic worries that I can't deal with until a year from now? Dude, it goes against everything that I talk about, you know? But nobody's fucking perfect. I'm not perfect by any fucking means. I'm nowhere near. Everybody has slip-ups. Whether they're rare, occasional, often, I don't give a shit. When you have slip-ups, you gotta talk to people. I immediately called my brother, talked to my roommate, talked to some people, got it out, and it allowed me to look at what I was saying logically with a good perspective from other people that were thinking with a calm, thorough mind. You know, that's the whole point of therapeutic needs. And by the end of it, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I gotta really truly think about what I am grateful for in this life, because that's how you get yourself back on track. When you fall down a hole or you're dragging yourself through the mud and you think you've hit some sort of rock bottom or you think you got nothing going for you, look at what you have to be grateful for, what you love about your life right now. You know, that's what's important. You know, not all this bullshit about needing to be at a certain place in time at a certain age of your life because of the way that people have set up the system to go with, usually. Why, if I'm happy right now, if I got a beautiful, loving girlfriend at home that I get to live with and take care of, and she takes care of me. I get to live with one of my best friends and her boyfriend, and I'm just in a great situation where I can get into this new career that I have no idea about. So why am I even questioning it? I haven't even tried it. So if I'm happy and I love the things that I'm doing in my personal life, then I gotta remind myself everything beyond that is an accessory. You know, if I've got enough means to take care of myself when it comes to food, water, and shelter, materialistically, those are the only things that truly matter, that you got to make sure you have on lock so that you are stable and it's something that you don't have to worry about while you're pursuing your passions, you know? And man, I got to say, I'm one lucky motherfucker. I love my life. It took a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't handed to me. I didn't just show up and life was like, here you go, have fun with it. I had to really take my life into my own hands and think about what I wanted to do with it, what I wanted to love about it, you know? And if I'm going to sit here and worry all fucking day about what could happen instead of what can I do right now, then yeah, it's going to make a lot of sense that I'm going to sit there looking at the wall like I'm failing for no reason. And again, this is why, on top of everything, I know that it's hard to balance schedules, but you got to make sure you prioritize at least an hour, just a small percentage of the day, to your own personal passion that you intrinsically want to do for your own self-enjoyment and just for the sake of loving what you do, you know? Like, what other reason is there to live life if you're gonna just sit there and beat yourself up, you know? Oh my God. Like, it's a blessing on its own that I get to look back at this morning's experience and be like, damn, what was I thinking? This is why I got to go do the gym today. This is why I pushed myself to remain consistent and keep doing it, even though I felt down and concerned and confused. But I remained consistent, disciplined, and passionate about the things that make my life worth loving, that make it have its own internal purpose for me personally. And now I'm sitting here like, God damn, dude, I got mac and cheese and chicken in the fridge at home. Hell yeah! I get to go to the gym. I got gym homies. I live with amazing, wonderful people. I got a great family that loves me. I'm stable at the moment. I have so many things that are so much more important than sitting there and beating myself up for thinking that I'm not on pace for where statistically I should be. Motherfucker, I'm on pace because I'm controlling my life at the pace I am gonna work at. Everybody works at their own pace and need to remind themselves of what makes their life worth loving. And then once you can just sit there and kind of relax about it and truly accept your daily personal life and enjoy that shit, the rest of life just starts happening and coming to you, you know? The people who tend to worry the least about their financial or career success are the ones who I think do the best. Now, I'm nowhere near that point statistically, but mentally, motherfucker, 9.85. Almost at 9, but no. I gotta stay humble. It was a hard day. It was a rough morning, but we got through it. And no matter how hard I turn myself around on it, I want to make sure I leave room for growth for the future. Because I know what a 9.9 should feel like. And we ain't there yet. And that alone gets me excited to keep working toward what I love doing. God damn it. Because this is what's going to get me to the next phase of my life. Not a statistical number, not a means of reaching the average of what people typically do. It's just maintaining 100% of my passion every fucking day, loving life to its fullest, not to life's fullest, to my fullest every day, and then just going from there. You know? That's what I think it's all about. Sorry, had a lot in me, had to get that shit out, but I appreciate whoever wanted to stick around and hear me out, go a little cray-cray. But I appreciate you guys, seriously. I'm glad that I decided to keep doing the videos and keep consistent with it, because this is a great means of showing my progress in another way and embracing my present moment and loving what I've worked for, my efforts, in another way. You know, it's just another source of positivity that I love to do, you know? So in a time of weakness, do not let yourself get deterred and just start quitting all the things that you know you're passionate about otherwise. Stay consistent. It might feel shitty today because you've had a bad morning, but I promise you that consistency is going to make you twice as happy in the future when you learn to get over it and you learn to overcome it, you know? Oh boy, rest day tomorrow. So I'm going to be taking my damnedest to just relax and enjoy myself and have fun and love my life, you know? So I love you guys, seriously. I appreciate this shit with all my heart. And let me know how you guys are doing. I love hearing about whatever you guys got to go through, and it's just another way we can spread some more positivity. So God damn it, why not? You know, hit me up. But I'll be back, as always, and we're going to keep that shit going. Love you guys. See ya.